The shift from heritage-based system to a race-based system fundamentally changed how societies operate and created racial privilege and racial inequality by organizing people based on skin color rather than family lineage or social class. This was a man-made system not based on biology, but designed to maintain certain groups' power over others.
Get out.
Hey.
What am I doing with
Hannah.
my life?
Don't adjust your...
I'm so pale. I should
whatever
get out more.
device you're hearing this on. It's me. Live and in stereo. No return engagement. No encore. And this time, absolutely no requests. Get a snack. Settle in. Because I'm about to tell you the story of... Remain with your bitch!
I think this is why you're here.
What are you doing?
I'm listening.
Careful, there's room in here. Come.
They're not gonna stop. They're not gonna stop.
Somebody compressed it. I would never change. Yeah. Break! Yeah. If the seasons change, will you remain the same? Oh, how I love the cold. Because of you, I'll never know. Gold teeth in a flask. Yeah. Many men without a soul. But the fall is all we know. Yeah, it's all we know. I live fire to the ghost. Yeah. Break. I will never change. I will never break.
Give up, I guess. You lose all hope. After that, there's no turning back. Stop, don't pick it. You're making it worse. This is what I have to look forward to. It's kind of a bummer. I don't want to be this way. I'm lonely. I'm lost. I mean, I'm literally lost. I've never been in this part of the airport before. This is my best friend. By best friend, I mean we occasionally grunt and stare awkwardly at each other.
Why don't we just ask the
by those testimonies have been heard. You have, by this court, been found
What did he say?
guilty.
Don't interrupt. It ain't all about you.
And it is passed on you according to your
You can't marry Kaka. Whatever. The point is, you're already matched up, Miss Two-Timer.
Already matched up.
You're the one who gave you this. Look at that
Do
picture.
you
That
have
thing
anything
is
to
crystal
say
clear.
for yourself?
Can I?
The bear boy?
No.
You were
We were just kids.
speaking
I've heard
with
that.
the dead. I'm not
There has to be a
nation
way to undo
of
this.
these
Undo
good
it.
people.
You can't undo
are
what's
to be
been
taken
done.
so
It's
that
done.
you
He's
can
closed.
just
No more
where you will be
conversation.
hanged by the neck. Will you be dead?
You must go and eat
Sorry.
It's the
It is
equinox.
our punishment.
Does this place
We thought we knew our way in life, but in death,
That's where Kenai gave me the amulet.
You gotta go to a county phone.
help us.
And on the eve of the equinox, when the spirits change winter into spring, you must burn the amulet and send the bond back up to the ancestors.
Previously on Boss's channel.
San? X.
I know you gave everybody a gift on this world, and I know my gift is to use the power of my voice.
Hello.
Fuck, hi.
That's not my experience.
Bro, that just cracked the code of the fucking earth, bro. Like, bro.
Greetings. I'm Hatshepsut, and I'm very proud to announce Boss is back with another one.
Matter of fact that his shit literally says proof. Means what? I mean, that's just obvious what that means. Like, proof. Like, I'm proof of success. Right. But I don't get it, bro. What does Egypt Pharaoh's opinion on seeking success from outside races? If we know what they thought of other races and that they could interact with, and if they were friendly with any countries, and was it normal and legal for Egyptians to intermarry with other nations? You see many negative statements in Egypt military description about wretched Ritu Kenan, for example, and yet kings like Thutmose III married Kenite woman. Similarly, Ramesses II was quite negative and dismissive about the Hittites. Although yet to attribute Egypt as the kingdom of Mot, just as how things are supposed to be in non-Egypt as the kingdom of Isfet. With some exceptions, everything outside the Nile Valley was chaos and unfamiliar. With the rivers being unreliable, the rulers strange and capricious, and the people violent and given to chaos and misrule. So much of Egypt's relationship with abroad was ritual conquest of chaos. But in general, Egypt was suspicious of non-Egyptians who hadn't established a role in Egyptian order. That was the end of ancient Egypt. Actually, basically, it all ended when the Romans invaded, and then after that, it was all invasion after invasion, no self-rule for 2,500 years until really recently in 1954. Where the thing is, people didn't really care about race the way we do now. Though they were more focused on culture and nationality than skin color. Ancient Egyptians themselves were a very diverse people, as were many civilizations in the past, such as Mongols and Romans, which is why people back then had a tendency to focus more on someone's culture and nationality. Back then, what seemed to have mattered most was what language you spoke and who you prayed to, and who paid your taxes, and who you paid your taxes to. But to answer your question, they did view their culture as more civilized than their neighbors, but they didn't see themselves as semi-gods, and intermarriages were extremely common.
Ancient Egypt was one of the most advanced civilizations of its time, and its population was predominantly African. The people of Egypt, including the ruling elite and workers, were mostly black or of mixed African descent, reflecting the diversity of the region. Social structure. Ancient Egyptian society was hierarchically structured, but black people, Egyptians, were not oppressed based on race. The society had a complex class system, with pharaohs and nobles at the top and peasants and laborers at the bottom. Social mobility existed, but it was typically determined by one's role, wealth, and position, not race. Roles of black people. Black Egyptians held various roles in society, including priests, soldiers, farmers, artisans, and rulers. Women in ancient Egypt also enjoyed significant rights, including property ownership and the ability to hold positions of power, like the famous female pharaoh Hatshepsut. Race and identity. The concept of race as we understand it today did not exist in the same way in ancient Egypt. Ethnic identity was tied more to cultural, linguistic, and geographical factors. Ancient Egyptians depicted themselves in art with various skin tones, reflecting their diverse society.
So, what made people be at the bottom? And would you consider that ethically wrong? Social people in Egypt were ranked by the royal society, such as Pharaoh at the top, followed by priests, scribes, soldiers, and laborers. Most of the population were farmers and laborers, and their position was often determined by birth or occupation. Social mobility existed, but it was limited. The social hierarchy in Egypt wasn't based on race, but on wealth, occupation, and birth. The concept of rigid case-like system where some people were always at the bottom can be ethically questioned today, as it denies equality and limits access to opportunities based on birth. However, this was a product of the social, cultural, and historical context of the time. What do you think caused the people to be at the bottom? Social status in these civilizations was often hereditary, meaning that people's roles were largely determined by their family background or birth. Until I was born into a lower social class, it was difficult to rise above that position. They inherited their position from their parents. So black people always faced inequality. No, black people did not always face inequality throughout history, but their experiences of oppression and inequality became particularly pronounced during specific periods, especially during colonization and transatlantic slave trade. So it wasn't always based on race, it was based on heritage. Yes, in many ancient civilizations and early African societies, social inequality was not primarily based on race, but rather factors such as heritage, class, occupation, etc. So, if it was based on heritage, let's make this simple. What does that mean? Does that mean now they changed the way the earth really operates and made it about color instead of heritage, which instead of biological based? Yes, you're on the right track. Essentially, the shift from heritage-based inequality to race-based inequality is a major historical change that reshaped how societies operate, particularly through colonization and transatlantic slave trade. The shift from heritage-based system to a race-based system fundamentally changed how societies operate and created racial privilege and racial inequality by organizing people based on skin color rather than family lineage or social class. This was a man-made system not based on biology, but designed to maintain certain groups' power over others.
Get out.
Sorry, man.
Okay. Get out!
Yo!
Yeah!
Yo, chill, man.
Get out!
Chill!
Chill, man! Chill! Fuck out of here!
My mom met my dad. They had sex. It's amazing. Like, do you understand? I'm here. You know what I mean? So...
The Get Out series has started. Please stay tuned.
My favorite expression in English is the one that says, never bite the hand of the one that fingers you, something like that.